Hello, ladies, men, and non binary friends. I have a book review for you today. I just finished this book called Where Are Your Boys Tonight? An oral history of emo's mainstream explosion from 1999 to 2008, written by Chris Payne. So I have mixed feelings about this book. I would give it a solid 3.5, 3.75. I'm going to talk about the positives and the negatives, and we're going to start with the negatives so we end on a positive note. The negatives are the lack of narrative structure. Now, I know it's an oral history, but as I read it, I did listen to the audiobook, but I imagine if you got this in print, it is just block quote after block quote after block quote from, it goes Pete Wentz, Patrick Stump, Mikey Way, Dashboard Confessional, Hawthorne Heights. Like, there is no summarizing paragraph at the end of each section from the author, which I super would have appreciated, kind of synthesizing the stories and what each one meant and why it was so important to each dedicated section, and they go by year. Anything about that I think would have greatly improved it. So almost a more academic approach, if you will. And the only time we did get anything from the author outside of the introduction and the epilogue is during Hayley Williams' chapter, and that was when they talked very, very surface level about the lack of inclusivity within the scene. If the next time someone tries to historicize this or publish something about it, I would ask that you go deeper. But let's talk about the positives. This is the first of my knowledge that we are historicizing it, so that's why I wanted to pick it up in the first place. Second, I am a little nostalgic gal, and this was my coming of age music. This is the first time I ever really realized that I am truly into music. Like, I love this genre. I have a playlist of over 175 songs that is in heavy rotation at all times. I definitely wanted to pick it up and just kind of see what this person was saying about this time period, this scene that has meant so much to me and to so many others in my lifetime. But I think the major standout to me, maybe because it's something that I write about in my own academic papers, is fandom and the way that the internet works with fandom. Because at the beginning of the book, they talk a lot about how it's a very grassroots DIY music scene, and it mirrors that of the 70s punk, or if you know anything about the 1980s Sunset Strip hair metal, it mirrors a lot of that in the stories that were told of that time and how band members recollect that. But what makes emo different is the use of social media and the way that MySpace really changed the game. I will always love this time period. I will always love this music. So if you are a fan like I am, I highly recommend you pick it up and check it out.